Hey guys, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Now, I often go at auction sites and look around and bid if I find something interesting. And I went on an auction just the other day and found something very interesting, which is behind me here, which is the main piece, and it was an absolute steal of a price it ended up with. And it had these two come-alongs. So let's check out what I got. Let's go. Now, the first item here is just an ordinary Briggs & Stratton Quantum 45. A bit special for me at least. This size of engine does not normally have electric start, but it looks like this one does. There's a lot of wires going on and stuff. So yeah, let's take a quick look at this, because the main piece is the one all the way to the left, which I will reveal in a minute, which I'm very excited about. So this Briggs & Stratton, when is it from? Can I see it? It's from 2000, third month of 2000. So this is 24 years old. Briggs & Stratton Quantum XM. Now, these three pieces I got off an auction. I guess it was an estate sale. I don't know if the gentleman who had these machines died, or they just got so old that they could not keep the house anymore, or it looked perfect, the place. Not a single straw on the lawn was turning in the wrong direction. So it's looking good for these machines. This, maybe it's not. I pulled the string on this thing and it seemed to be stuck. Maybe it's not completely stuck. It could also be the brake, that the brake is on, but yeah. Looks to be complete. It's just missing all the stuff to control it, all the cables and stuff, and also some power, electricity, because it has electric start. So a first for me, this small of an engine with electric start. Haven't seen that before. So moving right along, next one is this Yanmar L100, I do think it is, which was yanked out of something, I don't know what, and it's stuck in the engine. I think maybe the gentleman just not got to it yet, but it looks to be complete. And yeah, one of the reasons I say that I think it's been yanked out of something is because this also has electric start and a lot of cables. Nothing really seems to be cut. Maybe I spoke too soon. This one is cut or ripped. Yeah. The engine is stuck, and I don't know what application this was running in. Maybe a generator or something, I don't know. Yeah. The engine is stuck, and so is all the controls. No, maybe this one is running now. This stuff just got running. No. So this is what. Were these two together at a point? I don't know, and I will not know. Do you want to have a closer look? I just threw a blanket over that one so it doesn't freeze. It's a bit cold in here today because we are only in the beginning of March as of this recording. So, what do we have here? Yeah, Yanmar N100 L100 AE. So 8 horsepower. Made in Italy. Huh. I thought they were Japanese. Well, screw it. Well, yeah. Decompression lever seems to be moving. Fuel lines. This one has been removed from where it was, and the other one is, yeah, it has also been just taken off, not cut at least. Yeah, it has been running in something, I'm pretty sure, and I have to figure out that. That's a video for another day. I think that's a video by itself. Now, this one, I'm very excited about this one. So now the last one. Are you ready? Because I'm really excited to have a really closer look at this one. I just picked up the stuff. There was a lot of running around at the place because all the other bidders were also picking up their stuff, and a lot of people actually asked me about this one, and I got it for a really low price. It was actually like stealing candy from a kid. So pause the video, write a comment, what is it under the blanket? This is a Lister Petter AD1 stationary diesel engine, and it looks to be in a very nice condition. I'm sure the gentleman who owned it, it had a paint job at a point, I'm pretty sure, and everything looks to be here. I don't know about these engines. Please write a comment. Is there anything I need to know? For example, would I like to know what year is this? It says 45 here, and in the parts manual, it says that the first number is the year. So this one says 45. So is this engine really from 1945? Yeah, I don't really know, because when I Google this engine, the only thing I can find is that it started manufacturing in 1984. So leave a comment. Do you know? Is it right or wrong when I say that it's from 45? Yeah, leave a comment. Now, I don't know if this gentleman was in a club or something, because there is clubs here in Denmark where you can meet up with your stationary engine and fire it up and leave it running, and then you go around and look at it. I would like to get in one of those clubs, because I find these machines very fascinating. So this one has a pulley here, and I think maybe it doesn't look like this pulley is in the center of the engine, so maybe I also saw in the parts list that you can get a reduction for it, and I think that it maybe have a reduction here. The engine does turn over, and he added this really nice smokestack with a flapper on top, painted it green and red like the engine. I think this is, it says air, but isn't it oil? I would imagine that that is oil pressure. So well, let's yeah, again, I'm really excited because I want to see if this thing runs. I think it will. The engine is free. I have turned it, so I just have to dump in some diesel. No, not that fast. Take it easy. Take it easy, Kenny. Let's check things first, because you cannot assume anything. That's when stuff goes wrong. That's when you just think that everything is all right, so you have to check things like this. So, air cleaner. Do we have one? We do. Not a very nice looking one, but an original one. It says Lister Peter on it, made in England. Nice. Well, doesn't look bad, but just not new. How about in here? Anything? Nah, not really. Nah, not really. Air cleaner maintenance. Renew element every 500 hours. So how many hours has this been running? I don't know. Well, let's put it back in and look at some other stuff. So, next up, well, again, I apologize if I do something wrong, but I have no clue about these engines. This is my first one, but I hope to have it for many, many years. I think this is oil fill, and where you also see if there's oil. Yeah, we got a dipstick here. Is there any markings on it? Yeah, there is. What does it say? Let me just get a rag. So let's see what we've got here. We are right at the full mark actually, and the oil looks just perfect. Yeah, just perfect. Doesn't smell and feels just fine. The engine is a little bit dirty, but yeah, if it is from 1945, yeah, who wouldn't be? So the exhaust looks to be brand new. Again, this gentleman, I think, was in a club or something, made a nice, very nice. It's not the original, I know that. There would be a big muffler or something here, but I think this looks really nice. It almost looks like it belongs on a tractor with that big flapper up there. Let me just lower the table a little bit because I want to see down the exhaust pipe. Let's have a look here. Apart from a little bit of a spider web there, there's really nothing. So either this flapper is mounted and it never got running after, or yeah, I think the engine has been running with this stack on, but just not with the flapper. Well, now I'm getting excited because I will try to fire this up in just a minute. I just have to read the instructions. And the last little thing here, I think this pulley, it actually fell off when I was unloading, and these little shims also, I guess the gentleman made to take up some sort of slag, and there's a grub screw in here. You cannot see it there. That is not tight, so I think I'm just gonna tighten this. And again, I think that might be oil pressure. The engine looks complete, so let's dump in some fuel if it hasn't got any. Well, actually there is something in there. I'm gonna dump in something anyways, and then try to fire it up. So how do you do it? Set stop run lever A to run position. Well, I guess it's this one. On variable speed engine, set speed control lever to half speed position. That must be around there, right? Insert starting handle, ensuring that it is engaged in the starting dog. Lift compression lever. That's this one. Turn starting handle clockwise, and when the engine has reached a good speed, release decompression lever while still turning the handle. And then when you have to stop it, you just push this or pull it, so it stops. Well, let me dump in some fuel and bring you back for my start attempt on this thing. I think the fuel tank on this one is 5 liters. I think I read somewhere in the parts list. And it already have something in there, so let's just give it a little bit. I haven't checked filters or anything. I know that. So we will just give it a little bit. And then I will dump the rest in my diesel heater over there. Side note, the Vevor diesel heater, if anyone got one of those, have you ever experienced when you have been running it and the fuel level gets low, you turn it off, you're done using it, you refuel it, and then the next time when you got a full fuel tank, it will not start up? I had it happening two times now. So when it goes from low fuel level to a full fuel level, it simply won't start up. You have to restart it a couple of times. Have you ever tried it? Leave a comment. I'm curious to know if it's just my heater. So, now, this thing. Where can I put you so you get a nice view? Now, for the big moment. Again, I have never operated one of these, so I'm not sure if what I'm doing is right, but I'm gonna do my best. Throttle at the half position. Starting handle. I think it has a kickback protection or something. I hope it does. And I'm also gonna try to remember myself to not clamp the starting handle like you normally will, but I put my thumb on top so I do not break anything, I hope. Decompression lever. Well, it does run. It's hard to tell if anything is wrong. It's not really revving up, but it's hard to tell because of the rattling of the bench here. So maybe I will take it off the bench and try again. It started up really easy and wasn't smoking that much. And maybe it also got air in the system or something, because I don't know how long it has been sitting in that shed. So I also did not check the oil pressure, but I'm gonna move it down on the floor and have another go. So, attempt number 2. Let's see. So, throttle lever in the half position, and starting handle, decompression lever. Man, does that thing jump around. Well, again, I don't know how it works basically. So leave a comment if you know, because this is your throttle, or what you want to call it. I know that. And the engine has a governor, like a lawnmower, I know that. This is the governor, and when I manipulate that, the engine revs up. But why isn't it supposed to be speaking with this? I don't know. Well, it runs, but jumps around a lot. I would like it to respond to this, and also not jump as much around, but that's just the nature of the beast, I guess. Let me fiddle around a little bit and bring it back if something interesting happens. It runs, yes! So, I dragged it outside, and I have had it running again. I also mounted it on a little dolly there. I had it running again and adjusted the RPMs a little bit on this finger screw here. I don't know if it's the right way or if this one is not functioning right. If there's a guy out there who knows if this operates like it should, this actually feels like looks like it's just a shut-off valve for the fuel, and this is the throttle. If anybody knows, I would really appreciate a comment. So yeah, and I also have a little question. It smokes a lot, I think, and I'm afraid it's burning oil. I'm really afraid of engines burning oil, because then I wouldn't run him. So let me fire it up again. Let's take a little look at that smoke and the oil pressure gauge. I think it is building oil pressure. So starts up really easy. I don't know how well you can see it. Yeah, yes. Is that too much smoke for an old lister that has been standing for an unknown time period? It sounds really nice. Yeah. Hit me up in the comments if you know anything. I would like to know everything that I need to know. So please leave a comment. So this was just a short video about that I purchased an old stationary engine. Please leave a comment if you know anything about it. I would like to know if that smoke is something that I should be worried about, or am I operating the throttle wrong? Everything you see in this video, please comment if I do anything wrong, because I would hate to destroy it now that I just bought it. Also, the serial number says 45 as the first number. Is it from 1945? Please leave a comment and come back next time. Stay safe.